John, this is video from your lesson, early part of August 2022. The swing's pretty good overall. Okay, there's a couple things that I would do to refine it, but you can probably play with this swing. First of all, let's look at down the line, and we'll just kind of play this thing through. So, that's not terribly perfect, but you can get by with it because you get it to a pretty good spot at the top, and then you want to come in steep, but then you shallow it out, and the you get it to the right spot. In other words, you get it. See how the shaft is right on your forearm? That's fine. There's a blur, but trust me, it's right on your forearm here. Yeah. So that part's good. You make it a little difficult because you start down too steep. So you have to go, but look, if you can do this every time, it would be okay, except you make it more difficult. So let's take that out. Okay, so as you start down, the shaft is pointed let's take this out of here. That's not good either. It's better. Okay, so it's pointed way inside the ball. That's too steep. Okay, but you've added this shallowing where on the way down now you take it from that red line, which is steep, to this line, which is right on plane. See that? See how that's right on plane? Okay, so the problem is, let's draw that. Okay, so here, well, no. Let's draw another blue line. So this is perfect. Okay, but here's the problem. You have to go from the shaft, mid-swing. The shaft has to go from the red line to that blue line mid-swing when you're generating some speed. So in this case, you did it really well because you ended up right on your forearm. But in general, that move is difficult to make. Again, that's not causing you any great trauma. Maybe under pressure it would, because you get shorter and quicker and you don't have a chance to shallow it out. So your downswing might be clear. But here's the one thing I would refine. See how you got the backboard? You got your butts against the backboard here. By the way, this posture is quite good. I like this. There's nothing I'd change here. This is really good posture. Okay, so as you go back, the head goes forward like an inch. It started at that green cross, but that's not causing a great trauma if you get away from it. Now, on the way down, okay, so this isn't too bad. So see how that your butt is against that backboard here, but then, okay, that's better than we started. So you're away from the wall a bit and lose your spine angle, but you're rotating through. See, you're rotating the thing through. So that's really good. You can do it a little sooner. Okay, so at this stage, at impact, I'd like to see call it two cheek impact position, where you see both hip pockets, and that left hip pocket should be going behind you. Okay, that just clears out the hip so you don't go into the chicken wing. So I would work a little more on start rotating the hips such that the left hip pushes the chair or an obstacle back against the back wall. So that's the only thing I'd change, and make that a little earlier in the swing. The second thing too is at the top position, we'd like to see this the shaft out this way. That just makes that move down easier. So number one thing, I'd get that left hip pocket moving back away from the ball, and you work on the top position. Okay, so then look at face on. Okay, so then face on. Now watch how you get over on the right outside of your foot. See how you can see the right instep. See how you're rolling that foot backwards? Okay. Then you got to really push to get that left knee going. Now the left knee has this pretty good action here, but at this point the knee is back where it started. Yeah, I just clean that up a bit, and I don't want to explain why. It's just going to simplify the swing. The next thing I'd refine is see how you want that left shoulder we talked about this during the lesson. See how your back is leaning towards the target? We want it leaning away from it a bit. Work on that. By the way, this is really good turn. This is a pretty good position. I'd just work on getting that left shoulder over your right toe, right big toe, or right foot. Okay. And now just clean it up here, because what happens is you have to kind of reverse out of it. And you just see how you kind of lift and flip. Yeah. Okay. And part of the deal too is your left hip hasn't gone back, and see how that left arm is going into a chicken wing. You got Billy Barty arms. At this point, both arms should be straight like you're in a tug of war. So I'd just refine, I'd keep the weight on the right instep and get that left shoulder back over your right foot. So those are two things I'd see. This is the early extension, where you just kind of stand up. I think that's because of yours coming in steep, and if you didn't stand up, you'd drive a fork in the ground right behind the ball.